My stepdaughter hates me and she's doing everything to make me leave.
Fire her from your family.
I don't know if this fits into Am I the A-hole Reddit, but I need advice on what to do. I'm 34 female and I'm married to 38 male. We've been married for less than a year and I really love my husband. We are generally happy in our relationship. However, my husband has a 12-year-old daughter who just can't stand me. I don't know how else to explain it, but she wants me to leave and she's doing everything to make it happen. By the way, this comes from Wildbake2754 on the r/okstorytime subreddit. So, ever since we started dating and I met his daughter, she never liked me. I thought it was, I don't know, maybe because I'm dating her dad and she's sad her parents divorced, but it has gotten worse. Let's find out how. Before we got married and we weren't living together, I wasn't around her really. I mean, I did meet her and occasionally saw her and she was rude to me every time. Since we moved in together, she's been spending more time at our house than her mom's. And she's been starting to be more rude and straight up evil. She started being more openly rude to me, but not around her dad. She's just rude to me when he's not around. Of course. Classic.
It's, again, you just have to you gotta be ready for it.
Exactly. Yeah. She wants to make it seem like I'm being mean to her. Like, for example, I was working on a really important paper for my job. And as I was writing the last bit, I left my laptop on the table and went to the toilet. And when I came back, the whole document was gone.
Ooh, flush it away.
Yeah.
But
It was deleted from my profile on Microsoft Word and even from my computer memory. Oh my, she went in deep for that.
Yeah, that's it's like the classic case of kids know how to go in and hack everything. She's like, nah, you can't even recover this. No backup drive, nothing.
Released it from the dark web and everything.
Yeah.
Crazy. Even the recycle bin was empty, which means someone had to completely delete it. Me and her were the only people inside the house and her dad was outside. I asked her not did she do it, but why did she do it? Because she was the only one in the house and she started yelling so that her dad would hear her and come back in.
Smart.
This girl is too smart for her own good. She said how I'm always accusing her of something and straight up lied. Her dad actually told her she can't be doing that and went back to her room. I still lost my paper though. That was just one of the numerous things she did. For example, she also locked me out on the balcony. She put my phone in water, but it survived.
Oh.
She hides my stuff like my car keys or things I bring with me when I have to leave the house in a rush just to make me mad. It's absurd, honestly. Most of the things are just plain annoying and not harmful, but the thing that definitely made me decide to leave and divorce from her dad is when she made coffee for him and me, which is not something she really does, at least not for me. But she made me a cup of coffee and I was confused why she was being so nice. Thankfully, I jokingly thought it must be poisoned and stirred the coffee and found a big piece of glass inside. Oh my God, that's crazy.
That is, throw her in juvie, chat.
Yeah.
Comments, do we lock her up for this?
That's actually so insane. I thought it was gonna be laxatives or something.
Yeah,
but
I think there's some level of if it's just
right.
As if there's some level of attitude that can be not excused but understood.
Right.
But I'm sorry, but you remember being 12?
Yes.
Did you ever put a giant piece of glass in someone's cup?
I don't think I did.
You didn't, right?
No.
So it's this is crazy.
Never have I ever even thought of making someone swallow glass.
You gotta have some built-in evil. You gotta have some built-in evil.
That's some kind of psychotic gene in there. That's insane.
Wow.
I showed it to my husband and he was absolutely mad and yelled at her, but I don't think that's enough for me to stay. I don't feel safe anymore. If I didn't stir that coffee, I would probably end up cutting my throat with glass or swallowing it. It's not just a harmless prank. It was really effed up and serious this time. I already told my husband I can't stay in the same house with her because she obviously wants me gone. I simply don't want to stay and I know I can't make him leave his daughter or whatever.
Or can you? Foster care?
Or if she winds up in juvie,
hey, she's off my hands.
I think this is the only solution because I'm not going to risk her doing something more and actually hurting me this time. I'm sorry I didn't answer to any of the comments. I didn't get any notifications from Reddit, so I thought nobody interacted with my post. Last night, I talked to my husband and I told him that I don't want to live in fear and be worried that she's going to poison me next time. I was really mad and said that she needs to be sent in an asylum and things like that.
I mean, low-key though.
I mean,
low-key.
You're not wrong. We argued, and while he wasn't trying to defend what she's doing, I still think he doesn't see this as something so insane. I told him I want a divorce and that I'm going to leave. We argued a bit more, and today I came back earlier from work and packed some of my things and left. I want to see if he will actually do anything when I actually leave, and if he doesn't, I'm just going to get a divorce, and that's it. And there is an update, but
okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I kind of totally get it. Like, there's angsty teens, and then there's like straight up maniacs, like this little lady over here.
Right.
Yeah, I totally get it, because it's like, it sucks. You know, you want to stay with her, the person. Let's like, hey, you haven't done anything wrong specifically.
Right.
But I can't like live in constant fear of like,
right.
what's going to happen to me.
Yeah, like I feel like with this kind of behavior from a kid, like just yelling at them is not enough parenting that you gotta do.
Well, it's like, I don't even know what you do.
I don't know either.
Like,
but more than that, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where you gotta like really go to like a specialist, like a like child therapist that specializes in like probably like this type of behavior.
Right.
And just like sit down with them and be like, yo, what do I do? Because this kid is wilding out.
Yeah, that would be good, because I mean, if they're doing this as a kid, then it's like they're gonna grow up and do even more insane things.
They haven't reached their Pokemon. They're like level 1.
Right.
They're like level 1 demon.
Yeah.
And they're gonna evolve.
We don't want them to evolve, not in this way.
No. So yeah, I think she did pretty much everything she could for herself.
She's out of control in this situation.
Yeah.
Or like she doesn't have any control.
Yeah.
But there is an update.
Oh.
Thank you for replying.
You're
I
welcome.
felt like I had to update you on this because so many people replied. Also, I forgot to add that her parents were divorced since she was like 3 or 4 years old, so it's not like she's mad I separated them or something. I'm addressing this because many people were asking in the replies. Another thing I just remembered to add is that she never actually said that she hates me. For example, when she deleted the document on my laptop, her dad asked her, why does she hate me? And why did she do it? And she literally said that she doesn't hate me and how she doesn't have much of a reason to hate me because she kept insisting that she didn't delete it. That just sounds all like lies.
I mean, it's just a classic, like, I don't hate her.
Right. Like, he just asked her if she hates her, and she just said, nuh-uh. And then that was like the end of her argument.
Yes. Yeah, that is exactly what happened there.
That was all it was. Same thing when she does other things, as I said, like move my stuff so I can't find it. At first, I genuinely thought I was going crazy because, like, why would she insist that she didn't do it? I mean, okay, I feel like that's so easy to lie about that, though. Like, if someone's being accused of something and they don't want to get in trouble, they're just going to say, no, I didn't. I didn't do that.
This is classic. And she is like, this is her tapping into her demon mode even harder because she's like, I'm just going to keep telling you I didn't do it to infuriate you even further.
Yeah.
And it's literally OP's like tone. It is working.
Right. I don't know. I'm so behind OP, but also like, I feel like you shouldn't be surprised that she's saying that she didn't do it. You know,
100%.
I even told her I thought it was funny that she hid it just so she would admit, and she just kept on insisting that she didn't. But when she locked me out on the balcony, I saw her do it, and she did the same thing. She kept denying that she did it, even said that she was watching TV at the time and stuff. She's got alibis and everything.
Yeah, make her a lawyer, honestly.
Right. I don't know if it's to make it seem like I'm accusing her of doing things or what the heck is her problem. By the way, we would never have a problem if you join us live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok every weekday at 3 p.m. PST. Just tap our profile.
Oh,
tap our profile.
Do it.
There is a little bit more, but I don't even know what else there is to say besides she's an insane child.
Again, like, honestly, while the husband is on OP's side, like, I don't think he did enough.
Yeah.
And I think this is, this is his kid. And I hate saying that because, like, there's some people like, oh, yeah, no, it's your kid. If you're married, that's your kid. 1,000%. But this is the child that spawned from him.
Right.
And I think it is on you to like really dive in deep and start trying to figure out solutions.
Yeah.
Especially like when she was like talking about leaving, was he like, all right, like,
right?
What was his response? Was he just like, I get it, go ahead,
right?
Like, wouldn't you want to like work to get solutions for your daughter's insanity, and then try to save your relationship with your wife? This is just me.
Yeah, like I feel like this is the kind of thing where if you like meet a crazy person when they're like an adult, and then you're just like, something went wrong in your childhood, like your parents did not discipline you enough or something like that. Like this is that moment to get ahead of it, you know? Like this is just, then the dad's just not doing it. So we'll find some sort of documentary in the future about someone swallowing glass or something, and it's gonna be this person. Yeah, we found her.
Yeah.
But there is still more to the story. I once had to pick her up from school because nobody else could, so I had to do it. And the school's policy is that you have to get out of the car and come all the way inside. The teacher is like making sure that everyone went home safe, I guess. And in front of the teacher, she was acting really nice. She was being so fake, like she actually smiled and said hi and even hugged me. It infuriates me how people think that she's so nice and sweet, but in reality, she's a completely different person. And that's it. That's all we get.
Wow. She's what is it? The Gremlins?
Yeah.
You know, that like I haven't seen it, but it's like where they're the cute little things and they turn to monsters.
And then you just like pour water on them or something. So in this case, like instead of putting water on them or like whatever all the other rules are, you like marry her dad and then she turns all crazy. I guess that's the rule in this case.
That's the rule.
Yeah. That's the end of our story though. We've got more coming.
Let's go.
See you there.